listen, man, I'm in my 50s. I can't be sitting around watching everything go by. It sucks. You know what I mean? The next step is just this whole video editing and stuff. You know what I mean? It's tough.
Claude, how can I get more people to my show in Columbus, Ohio next time?
You know what? There's a thing called Plan, and it will give you a plan.
There were too many empty seats. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Send that to Brian Callen right now.
Oh, he should be looking at that because it does do that. It gives you like a move. Try this, try this, try this. And that, I mean.
Have you thought about writing good stand-up?
Hey, you know what? That's not what it is.
No, I know.
No,
well, obviously. There's guys selling out and fucking.
Yeah. I wish it was that.
Yeah.
You know, I almost want to ask, hey, Claude, hey, you know, I still love Perplexity. Actually, Nick works with Claude, which is great.
Oh, they're like a fucking gang.
There you go.
Oh, here,
good question.
How can Christy get more people to show in Columbus, Ohio next time? Good question.
It's a Big Ten college town with 900,000 plus people and a strong comedy scene.
35 to 45 sweet spot.
Venue sizing, local media podcast push, pricing, timing. A Thursday or Friday in Columbus competes with Ohio State sports. Boom. The real issue,
Thursday
though.
or Friday in Columbus competes with Ohio State sports.
Look at the bottom one, Chris.
No, I knew that would come up.
Wow.
That's so silly.
But even what it said there, though, is still smart.
No, I guess.
You know what I mean? But either whatever. Yeah, they'll give you like you go well, check the you know now. But now this is the kind of stuff you would want your agent should be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Oh no, agents should be sweating bullets like those fucking artists. And fucking the people that make clips. Agents are irrelevant as fuck.
Well, I'll tell you the ones that's going to go away too. Bookkeeping and tax people. Bye.
Bye-bye, bitch.
Yeah.
They're the ones that need to go. Because you can go, all right, what? All right.
Yeah, 46.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. So I'm good. And I've been trying to wake up being like, what am I grateful for? And it's hard. Because I really, really start thinking about what I'm grateful for, and then I just start thinking of things that fucking annoy me.
Oh.
I'm just like
You're almost me.
No. Well, we're kind of cut from the same there, but like what the fuck is it like being human, dude? It's like, bro, does anybody wake up? You know those people that are just like, hell yeah, life, just living.
Oh, I do.
This is great.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
How do you do that?
Since I was a kid. I think you're born with it.
You do it?
I do it. I think you're born with it.
But you don't really do it, though.
No, he was shaped into that because of like
you're not really that guy.
If you experience a lot of negativity, you know, then you carve a space in your head where it's like, you know what? Not going to deal with that anymore, and you live in a different space. No,
Eric, since I was a high school, college, before all this bullshit.
Yeah, but
even with the bullshit, even my wife's like, how are you not affect whatever's going on? She's like, how are you not affected? I'm like,
you know what?
What are you going to do?
I think that about you too, though. Sometimes I think about that. I just go like, when you're just in an even keel mood and you're like good, and I'm like, how's he doing that? You know, because I would be like, if I had UFC powers, you understand? I would be beating a lot of people's ass.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I want to. Don't get it twisted. I want to, but I don't think I'd wake up happy in prison.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Or I would, or even in prison. I just become like the ladies off Shawshank Redemption, and I'm trying to rape Andy Dufresne.
Wow. Well. Oh yeah, the redhead guy.
Why would, of all the characters to pick in that movie?
Yeah.
Why would you pick that guy?
Alpha gay?
Yeah, the alpha gay guy. You could have been Morgan.
Yeah. Could have been the wise one.
You could have been the old guy.
Could have been the guy who's actually a good guy that got there by mistake.
You could have
been
he
wants to be the gay fucker.
I could have been the fresh fish who dies one day in.
You could have been get busy living, and this guy's like, nope, I'm jamming my cock in people's mouths.
Well, yeah, whether they like it or not.
Man, dude.
But yeah, I think I'm getting a little bit better at this podcast because I know there's stuff at stake here. You know what I mean? And I know that I have to fucking, you know, look, when sometimes when people are tired, you got to do some extra lifting, and that's fine. Sometimes you guys do the extra lifting, you know, mostly me, but it's like, you know,
Yeah, because you saw with that list of the utterances.
Dude, tell him.
Your mouth runs.
Tell the show.
No, because I put Golden Hour into the AI just to see like can the editing software find who's talking. So it had to list off how many.
Well, the fact that they call it utterances is hilarious.
So it gave me the list, and it was like Chris was like at 310. I was at 300. Brendan's over here at 100.
I'm basically a spectator of the show at this point. I just
it
watch.
was funny on the live because like I was like trying to get his reactions, and he's this is him.
Oh wow, that's good.
I was laughing. I was laughing a lot.
Look at this: 291 utterances. I got 302 utterances. Even Nick had 7 utterances.
That was something else.
Utterances, bro.
Yeah, but that's weird language.
Yeah, utterances.
Okay, I gotta tell you guys something great. All right. So
here comes an utterance.
Here's an utterance. So Rachel signed Wolf up for soccer. We go to this place and it's like 2 to 2.5. So there's like a little area.
It's like wrangling cats.
Yeah,
anything before 4.
So so I did it with him. So I go out. The coach Nick comes out as his name, and he's like, "All right, guys," and then he's like, "Okay, we're gonna run back and forth." And I'm telling you right now, I had the greatest time of my life, and I just at one moment I was just in tears because I was like, I don't think I ever did this.
Oh wow, yeah.
You know what I mean? And just the way he was like, the things he was doing it because other kids.
All right, so much happened here. Of course, Schaub trashed Callen, but did you see that little part right there when they had the AI look up a better way to plan selling tickets to a stand-up show, and they brought up Chris D'Elia specifically at one of his shows, and then Mr. Potato Head Montez said, "Hey, Chris, look at that last thing, because that thing said one of the problems D'Elia is going to have to deal with is the allegations against." And then D'Elia got so impressed looking and said, "Oh, I knew that was going to pop up." And then Mr. Potato Head, "Hey, it's actually giving you good advice." And D'Elia's like, "Oh, yeah." But aside from that, at the beginning, because on the Schaub show, Dummy went off on some rant about, "Hey, man, the haters, I'm just all positive, and that's how I'm all upbeat and everything." This just goes into how insane Brendan Schaub is. No, he's not. He files lawsuits, pays hackers, hires dark web teams. Like, the whole, none of it gets to me. It's not, but it's all bullshit. Like everything else with Schaub. He's not upbeat. The second the cameras go off, he's calling lawyers like, shut down a subreddit, sue these YouTubers, do all this, threaten Bobby Lee, all of this other stuff he's doing. So everything about him is fake. Everything is a lie. And that's his biggest problem with Callen and why he trashed Callen. Because Callen doesn't drop the bad attitude. Like I said, I'm sure when they show up, before they shoot the Fighter and the Kid podcast, him and Callen do a whole kvetching session about how, their lives are ruined and it's everyone else's fault. But when the cameras turn on, Schaub is able to get into like, all right, it's showtime, and Callen's still like, oh, my career. And that's the thing that pisses off Schaub, is that Callen is bringing it to the show. Like I said, classic Opie and Anthony thing, where Anthony once told Opie, don't let it affect the fucking show. I'm not saying which one is Opie and Anthony in this aspect, but Schaub is lying now. It affects him the most because behind the scenes he's trying to do the most to stop it. But let me know your thoughts in the comments.